Imagine for a moment the sands of time shifting, the veil between worlds thinning. In the heart of modern Cairo, amidst the symphony of honking horns and bustling markets, a figure emerges from the dust of millennia. Not a mirage, but a queen. Queen Nefertiti, the beautiful one, has returned. This isn't just history, this is a collision of epochs. What would happen if this legendary ruler, whose name means the beautiful one has come, walked among us today? How would she see our world, her Egypt, reborn in steel and glass? Picture the scene. Nefertiti, cloaked in ancient linen but with eyes that hold the wisdom of empires, steps out of her rediscovered tomb, not into the Egypt of Akhenaten, but into the 21st century. Her first sight isn't the grand temples of Amarna, but the sprawling, chaotic beauty of Cairo. Skyscrapers pierce the sky where once only obelisks dared to reach. The Nile, her sacred river, is now crisscrossed by bridges of concrete and steel, its banks illuminated by a million electric lights. Her initial reaction would be one of profound shock. The language, the clothing, the technology, it would all be alien. The hieroglyphs she knew have been replaced by Arabic script. The chariots are now cars, moving with unimaginable speed and noise. She'd see people staring into small glowing rectangles, our smartphones, communicating with unseen forces. To her, it might seem like a form of powerful magic, a world ruled by unseen deities of information. But Nefertiti was no mere beauty. She was a political and religious revolutionary alongside her husband Akhenaten. They shifted an entire empire's faith to the worship of one god, the sun disk Aten. How would this powerful, intelligent woman adapt? I believe after the initial disorientation, her sharp intellect would kick in. She would observe, learn, and absorb information at an astonishing rate. She would see the new Egypt not as a corruption of her own, but as its distant, complex descendant. Imagine her first visit to the Egyptian Museum. She walks past endless displays of artifacts from her own life, her own home. She sees statues of herself, her husband, their daughters. She sees the everyday items of her people, now preserved under glass, labeled and categorized. Then she sees it. The iconic bust of herself, the one we all know, admired by crowds from around the world. What would she feel? A sense of pride? Disconnection? Or would she simply touch the glass? A silent reunion with a version of herself frozen in time, a ghost from her own past? It would be an incredibly poignant, surreal moment. But Nefertiti was a ruler, a co-regent who wielded immense power. Her political instincts wouldn't just lie dormant. She would quickly grasp the new structures of power: governments, international relations, the media. And the media would become obsessed with her. She'd be the biggest story in human history. Every news channel, every social media platform would explode. The queen is back! Her message would be profound. Having seen the rise and fall of her own mighty empire, she could speak with unique authority about civilization, legacy, and the transient nature of power. She might question our values. Why do we build monuments of finance instead of faith? Why have we disconnected from the natural world, the sun, her Aten, that still gives us life? She might see our global society as teetering on the edge, much like her own Amarna period, a time of great upheaval and change. Her presence would ignite fierce debate. Scientists would be desperate to study her, historians to interview her, and religious leaders to understand her perspective. Some would see her as a divine sign, others as a historical anomaly to be explained. The Egyptian people themselves would be torn. Would they embrace her as a living link to their glorious past, a symbol of national pride? Or would she be seen as a relic, someone who doesn't understand the complexities of modern Egypt? She would undoubtedly be drawn to the arts. She, whose era produced some of the most stunning and naturalistic art in Egyptian history, would be fascinated by modern film, music, and digital art. Imagine Nefertiti directing a film, composing a song, or even using social media to share her perspective, her hymn to the Aten, rewritten as a global call for unity and appreciation of our world. She could become a global cultural icon, a fashion trendsetter, her timeless style reinterpreted for the modern age. Politically, her influence could be immense. She wouldn't seek to rule, of course. She would understand that her time as a pharaoh is long past. But as a voice of wisdom, she could become a powerful advocate for peace, environmentalism, and cultural preservation. Imagine her addressing the United Nations. The world would hang on her every word. She, who lived and died by the Nile, would speak passionately about protecting our planet's precious resources. She could unite people in a way no modern leader ever could. Ultimately, Nefertiti's return wouldn't just be about her adapting to our world. It would be about our world adapting to her. She would hold up a mirror to our society, forcing us to confront our own progress and our own failings. She would remind us that history is not just something we read in books. It is a living, breathing force that shapes our present and our future. She would be a bridge between the ancient and the modern, a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. The beautiful one would have come again, not to rule, but to teach, to remind us that even after 3,000 years, the quest for beauty, truth, and a deeper connection to the world around us remains the same. Her story would be the ultimate comeback tale, a living legend walking among us. Her enigmatic smile, a constant reminder of the incredible, unbroken thread of human history. What do you think Nefertiti would do first? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your ideas. Thanks for joining me on this journey through time. If you enjoyed this thought experiment, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next exploration into the great what-ifs of history. Until next time, stay curious.